Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at something that's been absolutely exploding this year, something super fascinating.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
It's all about AI collaborations in 2024 and how these partnerships are really starting to shape the future of how AI is used to solve problems. The article we're looking at today is called Collaborations Shape Real-World AI Solutions in 2024. And it's really eye-opening.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we all know AI is a hot topic, but
Yeah.
this deep dive takes us beyond the hype and into the real world stuff, what's actually happening on the ground.
Exactly. And what's really cool is it's not just the big tech giants anymore. I mean, they're definitely in the mix, but we're also seeing collaborations that span the globe, all kinds of different sectors. It's incredible. So have you ever, I don't know, sat back and thought, wow, I wonder how AI is actually being used to, actually solve problems today?
All the time. It seems like every day there's a new headline about AI doing something amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
But seeing how it's being applied in healthcare, finance, even entertainment,
Yeah.
it's mind-blowing.
It really is. So let's jump right in with some of the big names in tech. The article kicks off by highlighting a massive $4 billion deal between AWS and Anthropic,
Hmm.
where AWS is going to be Anthropic's primary cloud provider. I mean, that's a serious investment. What does that tell us about the role of cloud computing in all of this?
Well, it really underlines just how crucial cloud infrastructure is for AI development. Think about it. To train a large language model, you need to process a massive amount of data, right?
Mhm.
And that takes serious computing power, storage capacity, and specialized AI tools. And that's exactly what cloud providers like AWS, they bring that to the table.
So it's like they're providing the fuel for the AI engine,
Yeah.
making it possible to, really build these crazy complex systems.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the power grid for the AI revolution.
Oh, right. And it's not just about infrastructure. These collaborations are also focusing on training and development. Accenture and NVIDIA are teaming up to train, get this, 30,000 professionals in agentic AI. So, um, have you ever heard of agentic AI?
Yeah, I have actually. It's a pretty new term, but it's gaining a lot of traction. Basically, agentic AI refers to systems that can operate more autonomously, they can make decisions, complete tasks, all with minimal human intervention. It's really fascinating.
So it's like the next level of AI where systems are becoming more independent and making their own decisions.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to think about, right?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. And so this training program is basically trying to address, I guess, the growing demand for skilled professionals who can actually work with these super advanced AI systems.
Oh, absolutely. The AI skills gap is a real thing. Companies are scrambling to find people who can develop and manage these sophisticated systems.
Right, right. Speaking of NVIDIA, they're also partnering with Reliance to bring AI to India. And they've got another partnership with F5 to build this is interesting, a sovereign AI cloud. What does that even mean? Can you break those collaborations down for us?
Sure, yeah. So with the Reliance partnership, that's about bringing AI to emerging markets, making sure that these transformative technologies are accessible to everyone, not just a select few. And the sovereign AI cloud, that's all about data control, right? Countries want to make sure their data is stored and processed within their own borders. It's a growing concern in this age of, global data flows.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So it's not just the technology itself, but the whole ethical and geopolitical landscape of AI that these partnerships are shaping. It's fascinating.
It is. It's like we're writing the rule book for a whole new era.
Exactly. Now, even OpenAI, the kind of the rock star of the AI world, is getting in on the collaboration game big time. They've got this partnership with Broadcom and TSMC to develop their own AI chip, which, by the way, is set to launch in 2026. But the one that really piqued my interest was their content partnership with Time Magazine. It's a multi-year deal, and I don't know, it just feels like a game changer.
It really does. I mean, imagine OpenAI gets to tap into Time's massive archive of journalistic content, which spans decades. It's a goldmine of data for training their language models. The quality, the depth of their content generation could skyrocket from learning from such a rich data set.
Yeah. It's almost as if they're giving their AI a master class in storytelling and journalism.
Totally. I mean, who knows what kind of creative output we'll see from AI models in the future after they've ingested all of that human knowledge and experience.
Exactly, yeah. And it's not just text-based content that's getting this AI makeover. Runway, which is known for its AI video generation tools, they've partnered with Lionsgate. the studio behind the Hunger Games and all those huge movies.
Oh, yeah, I love their films.
Yes, so they're teaming up to basically change the whole filmmaking landscape with AI.
Hmm.
And some people think they might even be able to jump ahead of advancements like OpenAI's text-to-video model, Sora.
It's a race to the top. And it's going to be fascinating to see how AI shapes the creative process, whether it becomes a collaborator or, some people even say a competitor. It's really wild.
It's like we're on the verge of a whole new era of storytelling. Now, shifting gears a little bit, we can't talk about AI collaborations without talking about a region that's quickly becoming an AI powerhouse. India.
Absolutely. India is a hotbed of AI innovation right now.
It really is. And the article points to this major collaboration between the Telangana government and Jota, which is, get this, launching India's largest AI supercomputer. And it's powered by a mind-boggling 25,000 GPUs. I mean, that's some serious processing power, right?
It's off the charts. And, the supercomputer is going to be a game changer. It's going to provide the infrastructure needed to support, like a booming ecosystem of AI startups, enterprises, you name it. It's laying the foundation for a really strong, competitive Indian AI industry.
Yeah. And making sure that foundation is rock solid, E2E networks and People AI are joining forces to improve access to cloud GPU infrastructure in India. Why is that partnership so important?
Well, think of it this way. Access to robust infrastructure is like the oxygen for AI growth, right? You can't really do much without sufficient computing power and resources. This partnership, it addresses that bottleneck and it empowers, Indian businesses and startups to really compete globally.
Well, it's like they're clearing the runway for takeoff. That's a great analogy. So we're seeing India take these huge steps, not just to participate in the AI revolution, but really to lead it. One partnership that stood out to me is the one between UB and AI for Bharat. They're creating, get this, India's first automatic speech recognition engine that's specifically designed for financial inclusion.
Mm-hmm.
And get this, it supports multiple regional languages.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. That's directly addressing the issue of the digital divide, right? Making sure that everyone has access to financial services, no matter what language they speak.
Yeah, and it really speaks to the idea of tailoring AI solutions to local needs, promoting inclusivity within, the financial sector, which is amazing.
It's all about making sure AI benefits everyone, not just a select few.
Exactly. And speaking of tailoring AI to specific needs, Sarvam AI has got two really interesting partnerships going on. First, they're teaming up with Infosys to develop small language models, and they're specifically for banking and IT operations.
Yeah. So that's all about efficiency, right? Developing these specialized AI models that are laser focused on specific tasks. So it's all about getting better results, greater accuracy.
Right. And then their second partnership, it's with the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, the MSDE, and that's to develop an AI assistant and establish VRMR centers of excellence.
Oh, wow. That's big. I mean, that's a statement, right? India wants to be a global leader in AI research and development. It's not just about domestic solutions. It's about contributing to, the advancement of AI globally.
It's clear that, AI collaborations are really shaping the future of India's tech landscape. It's incredible. But these partnerships, they're not just revolutionizing the tech world, right? They're having this huge ripple effect across all sorts of different sectors.
Oh, totally. We're seeing AI collaborations disrupt and redefine industries, far beyond just the tech bubble. It's really a transformational moment for businesses all over the map.
All right, so let's dive into that. What are some examples of how AI partnerships are shaking things up in unexpected places?
One sector that's seeing a total AI makeover is e-commerce. Imagine browsing for furniture online and instead of just scrolling through endless pages, the website, it helps you design your dream living room using AI.
Okay, so wait, is that actually a thing now?
Yeah.
Or is that future stuff?
It's on the horizon. Wayfair, Google, and OpenAI, they've teamed up to bring what they're calling generative AI to e-commerce.
Generative AI, okay.
So think about it. You could be talking to the AI, describing your ideal sofa, and it generates all these different design options based on your preferences, your style, or, maybe you have a piece you love and you're like, okay, I need an AI to tell me what other pieces would go with this,
So it's like having an AI interior designer, basically.
Pretty much. It could totally change how we shop for, everything, really.
Yeah, that's wild. But what about industries that aren't as, visual? What about finance? How is AI making a dent there?
Oh, finance is ripe for disruption. And yeah, we're seeing collaborations driving some pretty big changes. One example that comes to mind is NTT Data and IBM. They've launched this platform called Simplest Cloud, and it's specifically designed to help businesses in India use AI in, all things finance.
Now, finance is, notoriously, what's the word?
Regulated.
Yeah, regulated. So what makes Simplest Cloud, different?
Well, it's all about addressing the specific needs of the financial industry, right? So things security, accuracy, speed, all that stuff, things that are super crucial for compliance,
Yeah.
for making sure things run smoothly and reliably. It's a good example of how collaboration can bring like tailored AI solutions to, really complex industries.
Makes sense. And speaking of making things easier, I got to ask about customer service. I think everyone has experienced that pain of being on hold forever, listening
Yeah.
to terrible music. Is AI gonna fix that?
Yeah. It's already happening. AI is like totally transforming customer service, and a lot of it is driven by these, smart collaborations. OpenAI and T-Mobile, they're working together to use AI-powered agents to handle basic queries. They can manage simple transactions and even escalate tricky stuff to a human rep if needed.
Okay, so instead of listening to that awful hold music, we could be chatting with an AI that can actually, solve
Yeah,
our problems.
exactly. And way faster, too.
I mean, that's huge.
It is. It has the potential to make customer service like way more efficient for everyone involved, honestly. And it's not just about functionality. OpenAI's also got a partnership with Hearst, the media company behind like Cosmopolitan and Esquire, and they're working to integrate lifestyle content into ChatGPT.
Wait, so I could be in the middle of a chat with ChatGPT and be like, "Hey, what should I wear to this party?" Or give me a recipe for, I don't know, vegan lasagna.
Yeah, exactly. It's like AI is becoming more than just a tool, right? It's becoming this like content curator almost,
Yeah.
like woven into our everyday lives, giving us information, entertainment. It's pretty wild.
Yeah. It's like blurring the lines between, I don't know, technology and life, really.
Totally. It's like AI is becoming our like digital companion.
Yeah, a very smart companion. Okay, so we've talked about the AI itself, but let's not forget about the data, right? The fuel that makes all of this possible.
Oh, absolutely. Data is king, right? And collaborations are playing a huge role in like managing all that data and, making sense of it. Like take Databricks and AWS. They've partnered up to make it easier for businesses to analyze huge amounts of data, to find those insights, to deploy AI models quickly.
Okay, so they're basically helping businesses make sense of all that data they have and then use it to make, I don't know, smarter decisions, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about turning data into action.
Actionable insights. That's the buzzword.
That's the one. And there are other partnerships doing similar things, like Snowflake and Anthropic. They're like revolutionizing the whole world of enterprise software and business intelligence. They're combining cloud infrastructure with like cutting edge AI tools to enable faster data analysis, AI model deployment. It's a big deal.
So it's like they're taking these traditionally slow and clunky processes and making them, lightning fast with AI.
Yeah. And that's game changing for businesses, especially in today's, fast paced world.
Totally.
Yeah.
Now, with all this focus on tech and data, I think it's important to also remember that AI can be used to address, real world problems, right? Like healthcare.
You're so right. Healthcare is like a prime example of where AI collaborations can have a massive impact, like saving lives,
Yeah.
improving well-being, stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I know there's been a lot of talk about AI being used for medical diagnosis and stuff. That actually happening.
Oh, it's already happening. Like we're seeing partnerships pop up between tech companies and hospitals, research institutions, even pharmaceutical companies are all working on these, AI-powered healthcare solutions.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So what are they doing?
Well, for example, there are companies using AI to analyze medical images, like X-rays, MRIs, all that stuff. And they can detect abnormalities that, a human eye might miss.
So it's like having this super powered set of eyes, basically.
Yeah, it's like having an AI-powered doctor looking over the shoulder of the human doctor, making sure nothing gets missed.
That's amazing. Is it just for diagnosis, or is AI being used for other stuff in healthcare?
Oh, it goes way beyond just diagnosis. Like AI is being used to develop personalized treatment plans, predicting patient outcomes, even assisting with surgery.
Wait, AI assisted surgery?
Yeah, like the robots are coming, but in a good way, hopefully.
That's both amazing and kind of terrifying. I mean, it's like having a whole AI-powered medical team working with, you know, human doctors and nurses.
Exactly. And that's like the beauty of it, right? You bring together the expertise of those amazing healthcare professionals with the analytical power of AI, and it's like a win-win. Patients get better care, and, well, potentially lives are saved.
It's really inspiring to see AI being used for good,
Mhm.
for stuff that really matters.
It is. It gives you hope for the future, that we can use this powerful technology to solve some of our biggest challenges.
Yeah, totally. So, I mean, healthcare is one area, but can AI help us with like other global issues? Like what about climate change? Can AI play a role there?
Absolutely. It's like one of the most powerful tools we have for tackling climate change. And yeah, AI collaborations are like front and center in this fight.
Okay, so what are some examples of that? Like how is AI actually being used to fight climate
Yeah.
change?
Well, for starters, we're seeing a lot of partnerships between tech companies, environmental organizations, all those research institutions. And they're developing AI-powered tools for things like monitoring deforestation, tracking pollution levels, even optimizing energy consumption.
So it's like giving the planet an AI-powered checkup,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Hmm.
It's like having this, global monitoring system that can identify problems early on and then, help us come up with solutions. And it goes beyond just monitoring, right? AI is also being used to create solutions. Like some companies are using it to design more energy efficient buildings, to develop renewable energy sources, even to capture carbon from the atmosphere.
Wow. So AI could really be like a key player in the fight against climate
No,
change.
without a doubt. It's like essential at this point. It's the kind of large scale problem that AI is, well suited to tackle.
It's amazing to see how AI is being applied to like so many different fields, and it's clear that these collaborations, these partnerships, they're really driving this progress.
They really are. It's all about bringing together different perspectives, different expertise to really unlock the full potential of AI.
We've covered a lot of ground, from e-commerce to finance to healthcare, climate change. It's clear that AI is transforming the world in some really profound ways.
It is. And these collaborations, I mean, this is just the beginning. It's like the tip of the iceberg, really.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
I think we can expect to see like even more of these partnerships forming, more groundbreaking innovations. AI is going to have even more of an impact on our lives, I think, in the coming years. And, the exciting part is we don't really know what the future holds, but it's going to be amazing to watch.
Yeah, I agree. The possibilities are like endless. So, with all this happening in the AI world, what's next on the agenda for our deep dive? We've seen how AI collaborations are impacting, I mean, pretty much everything, right? From healthcare to the environment. But there's one area I'm super curious about, and that's transportation.
Yeah.
We hear all this buzz about self-driving cars, AI-powered traffic systems. Like, is that stuff actually happening?
Yeah, it's definitely happening. I mean, transportation is going through this massive transformation, and AI is right at the heart of it. And of course, collaborations are making it all happen, right? You've got companies like, Tesla, Waymo, Cruise, all these big players, and they're partnering with like everyone, really. Automotive manufacturers, you've got your mapping providers, even city governments, all working to like get those autonomous vehicles on the road.
So it's bigger than just building the tech, right?
Yeah.
It's about creating this like whole ecosystem where these self-driving cars can actually operate safely,
Hmm.
you know?
Exactly. And the potential benefits are huge, right? Think about it. Less traffic, fewer accidents, and, increased accessibility for people who can't drive themselves. I mean, that's a game changer, right?
It really is. I mean, it's exciting to think about how our cities could change, how our lives could change with these advancements. But it's not just about cars, is it? What about like air travel?
Oh, yeah. AI is like taking to the skies, too. Airlines are partnering with AI companies to like optimize flight routes, predict maintenance needs, even personalize that whole passenger experience.
So maybe AI could help me, finally avoid those flight delays and get to my destination faster. I can only hope. But really, how is AI making air travel, safer, more efficient?
Well, for one, AI can like analyze weather patterns and predict turbulence, right? So pilots can make better decisions and hopefully make for a smoother flight. It can also help with things like, fuel efficiency, route planning, all that stuff, which can save money and, reduce emissions too.
So it's like AI is like literally taking flight, to make our travel experiences better.
Exactly. It's all about making travel smarter, smoother, and, well, hopefully more enjoyable.
I like it. So, We've covered so many amazing examples of AI collaborations today, and I mean, it feels like this is just the beginning, right? What are your thoughts on like where all this is headed? What's the future of AI partnerships?
I think we're at this really pivotal moment, We're going to see even more partnerships, more of these mind-blowing innovations, and the impact is just going to keep growing. Like it's going to touch every aspect of our lives. And the coolest part, we don't really know what the future holds, but we know these collaborations are going to be at the heart of it all.
That's what makes it so exciting, right? The possibilities are just endless.
Totally. It's a wild ride, and we're just getting started.
I love it. Well, as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave everyone with one final thought. Pay attention to those partnerships because that's where the real magic is happening. That's where those boundaries are being pushed, where the breakthroughs are being made, and where the future is being shaped. So, thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. Until next time.